Okay, so fight broke out somewhere in the world of my side of the world was totally different, and right, I was so cautious, almost like a gun being held in my head when I was 3 and 4 on the special extension, trying to just get to the one partner I was built, designed, and born for in special quiet things. But then whatever. And then my part, they wanted me to do tasks, like to speak to the whatever, my uncles and things, to try to, you know, start some kind of inquiry from the adult side, since my parents were not as easy to speak to, with whatever was going on, with what Judy and I were doing and discovering for my benefit. Now, I have no idea if they were successful or not, because again, they don't talk to me. We really don't see each other. I do know that at one point there was a phone call with, well, it's about something disconnecting from the main hub. Here's the thing. I said, the only thing I can tell you about hub is nothing. I mean, it's hub, bub. Like, if the employees are worried about disconnecting from main hub on mainstay because of whatever's going on with nuclear reactors, and the space program is more important than the one kid whose like security officer is having trouble with, for same said reasons that they're all concerned on the inside of this hubbub thing. I said, so then why don't you have main office instill the hubbub? Like, what's up? Like, what's the hubbub? So this way, at least the inside areas can communicate with one another, like a safety buddy program, so they don't disappear as employees, but they're still designated and certain wherever they're from, and it doesn't have to cross thatch. That made sense to me when I was 3 and 4. I don't know why it wasn't instilled. Anybody notice? Like, here's the thing, like a you spend like $130 million on an aircraft. One day employees come in, they look in the air hangar, and it's like, where'd it go? It's just gone. That doesn't happen. Right, no, I know, because you'd be really upset about it. Like, who would you call to report that kind of stuff? But like, you guys were equipped with some things like on the inside, with some protocols, some chain of command. Like, somebody somewhere was in charge when I was born, correct? I mean, like, I thought your humanness definitely had some form of leadership at some level that was dependable. So, same scenario. Baby gets dropped out of a helicopter in a bassinet in something called a Zoo York. I don't know, she's an extreme zoo animal, but like on like the human genetic spectrum of 2 legs and whatever. Family she was delivered to, not alien genetics, not anything, but she's special partnership with the special things that we keep in wherever. So now where she's got a special breeding partner, right? So now what do? We just pretend like she doesn't exist. Oh my God, what are you going to tell your like supporting officers when all those aircraft just disappear? Like, nobody's going to care, because you don't deserve to be flying in anything really fun, while there's a special zoo animal of the genetic spectrum of human sitting on the Fidelis for 42 years while you all fight over stupid shit like bubble baths. So now, are those the commanders? I'm just curious. All right, I know some of you, no, I get it. You have to bathe. You want you smell good, I get it, because they complain then about the other. Got it. But there are some bubble bathers that won't pick up a phone to help one of their own or to help someone else ever, because they just think they've made it to a point where they don't have to get involved. Why does that level of human exist in my special area, being human? I'm extreme zoo animal. There's only one in me. I'm the top number one. And my partner is top number one. And until our very real missing special craft, being on the spectrum of human and a biology, is put together, there is zero use at any level for human. You're not worth your daily wage or your daily breath if I'm lost and nobody's reporting it or even attempting to help get me rectified and off of the derelict position for which I've been made to sit and wait like a caged animal for nobody important. 15,000 circadian cycles, and you all think that you, you couldn't come up with a strategy and strategic management of important stuff, like global security, right? We fancy ourselves, right? No, I get where you come from. My point is, I just don't get why you've become so fucking useless at getting the number one asset off of the Fidelis as if it's just gonna magically disappear one day. Nobody's gonna come look it. Nobody's gonna report it in. Right, yeah. Well, I wouldn't wait for someone else to do your job. You miss one of those assets off the fucking balance sheet. I mean, I thought we taught you, haul ass, because, other shit's on the line. Right, space and time, the atmosphere is ripping apart, right? Oh, but we got better things to do, I see. Right, yeah, Again, I didn't understand it at 3 and 4. I certainly don't get it at 42. What the fuck were you taking a bubble bath? We've noticed. There's no amount of attitude's gonna get you out of this one. But I do have some really helpful gentlemen from the militia that will be coming around and checking your courtesy card for how many bath days you've taken and how many, oh my God, how much did you contribute? We're just curious. Because I know you're all on a Commonwealth plan where we all take care of you. So that's why they were expecting at militia level where they have to work for their food a little harder for you to be a little bit more diligent in making sure number one asset was found and recovered without all this nonsense of fighting and bidding and pretending we give a shit at that level, because that's some serious stuff, right? And even militia levels, no, just once, right? Okay. What do you all do for a living? I'm just curious. There's a nucleus. They now teach that in my level of school, in the nobody cares about the children level, that they stuck me in as a pretend that we're doing something somewhere else. Meanwhile, you're just stalling. There's one cube et with an E. That would be myself. The rest are eyes. I know. I all about you. I get that. Your success ratio has shown that. And then we've got here, look at that. See, now we don't have to worry about Zed and Xchi, because the Zed and the Xchi are not your concern. They are Zeus and Zeus, which is Xavier, which is myself. And then look at that. The Deus. Yes, you all sit on some form of a dais. Deus. Look at that. And that's where you will remain, because I have Zeus and with a Z and Zeus with a G business to take care of as soon as you get your helpful self together with my betrothed, my partner, and who I am trying to get to.